What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Straightjacket podcast 137. Yes, we got it right today, you know what I mean? It's a good day, Monday. Hope you all well. Before we start anything, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's aim for today 500 likes, people. Let's see if you can go get that target of 500 likes. Big up to everybody who's watching. Noradin, what's happening, bro?
Good,
Everything all good?
Good, man. Where's the heat wave? Waiting for this, man.
Heat wave, mate. Listen, we'll promise that, mate. But the problem is, when you start listening to the Daily Mirror and they start feeding it into the people, everyone starts saying heat wave. Listen, man, it's absolutely been terrible this weekend.
Daily Mirror, mate. Daily Mirror telling me Martial is gone. Martial should be in Inter next week, mate.
Yeah, well,
in Milan next week. That's what Daily Mirror are telling me.
Listen, I want to touch on that in a bit, but I just want to give you kind of a feeling of Messi and the whole fiasco. I've not heard your opinion. He's officially left Barcelona. Just before we even delve into it, this is a player who's been at Barcelona. This is all we know, and to see him go, Adam for me was like, listen, it's fair, you know what I mean? I don't care, mate. Basically, that's their problem. Barcelona, they've got themselves in a mess. But who would have thought of Barcelona? Messi leaving. Thought he couldn't even farewell to the fans.
Yeah, like I said, for me, it's a lot more to it than meets the eye. It's a lot more than would be told.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it just looks like a power struggle between the Liga and Barcelona and Spain. Because at the end of the day, Barcelona were the first club to make the £1 billion barrier in terms of revenue.
Yeah.
Right, so this is before COVID.
Yeah.
And now COVID has happened. People are panicking and saying, oh, well, the revenues are not going to be here. Barcelona had the biggest wage package in the world, right? 600 something million they paid last season. And the thing is, for me, this could be very easily sorted. All Messi has to do, Messi loves Barcelona and he doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
Right? So you just take a massive pay cut and you say to them, you know what, actually, you pay me next year when things get back to normal. Because do you genuinely think Messi's short of a couple of mil?
The thing is, I hear your point, but apparently it would not happen because La Liga have put a block into it. So even if he gave, because you got to realise, Griezmann, 800 grand a week. There's players that they've bought that are on big wages. So apparently it still equates to 93%. La Liga, I think it's 70%. You have to be at the wage.
But Saeed,
the wage structure.
But Saeed, listen, right? Like in this country, for example, in this country, they've realised that because of the loss of revenue, because of through the COVID, that they're not judging, they're not looking at the books of football clubs through the COVID years. They're looking at it pre-COVID years. So they're judging at things on that, so that nobody's putting financial things on clubs. In Spain, they're saying no, your books are this. You've not made any money. It's because it's COVID. There's no fans in the stadium.
True.
There's no massive endorsements. Do you know what I mean? There's no physical endorsements there. People coming from all over the world. Look how many people come all over the world. You know how much packages Barcelona do?
I know.
In terms of from all different parts of the world to come to Barcelona.
Some underneath the table, by the way. You never know.
Yo, everything. Brown envelopes, man.
Brown envelopes. And they've caught to them. Them brown envelopes. UEFA loan.
Listen.
You know what I mean? The UEFA money costs a lot, that's why, over the years. And they're asking for their money back.
Listen, the point is this, right?
Yeah.
The Spanish authorities on what the Liga are doing is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous,
mate.
Because what they're doing is, and it's like they're almost punishing them for going to... from the part of it, from aspects of these things, like they want to punish Real Madrid and Barcelona for the Super League. The other clubs are like,
of course.
You were going to leave us.
And
this is, to me, it's a backlash.
Of course.
From the outside, I don't know all the details. All I know is that they're judging them.
That's a fair assessment, though.
They're judging them, financially, their finances. They're like, well, you can't sign any of these players. You can't pay these wages because you're not made any money. But I always told you, Barcelona they represent the nation of Catalonia, right? Which are the richest region in Spain.
I know.
By absolute mile, right? And they will never let Barcelona sink. But the other problem is that it's not them that's doing that. Barcelona money Barcelona could go and get from the biggest bank in Catalonia.
Yeah, they
get
could.
3 billion loan, and they'll pay it down slowly over the years, right?
And there was that kind of feeling that Catalonia wanted to take over Barcelona in terms of, like becoming a Catalonia FC.
Yeah.
There was all them rumours, but they couldn't do it because it wasn't feasible.
But listen, they're still in the background because it is the crown of that nation. Because that's it's like it's the Catalonian expression.
Yeah, of course.
Of what it is. It's what they are. It's not the Spanish nation, because there's no love between Spain and Catalonia, because people think Spain's made up of regions, right? It's regions that have been brought together. So you've got Catalonia, you've got the Basque country, you've got the Andalus, you've got different regions, and that have been brought together, right? So there's no love lost, and they don't have a central bank. People forget this. People think there's one bank in Spain that's the here, like we've got the Bank of England, like they've got the Bank of Scotland. No. Catalonia have their own bank. They have their own bank. They have their own financial institutions that can help Barcelona lend them the money, give them a they don't have to pay that too much interest on it, because they bring so much tourism, much the world's eyes, the team be successful. It brings so much,
and without that, Nuruddin, it's all gonna go away now.
From the only outside I see, the only possible conclusion is that they're punishing them, Real Madrid and them, for
absolutely.
To
and now, with him now destined to go to Paris Saint-Germain, it leaves it as kind of it just goes to show you a picture of this is what it could be like if you don't change your books at United. One thing people are saying, I've seen a lot of people kind of mention that this will never happen at Man United because the Glazers are always good businessmen. But when you look at,
you know what? If COVID carried on for another, I don't want COVID to touch wood, right?
Yeah.
But if COVID carried on, Man United are more of a serious threat than Barcelona would ever be. Do you know why? Barcelona are not in debt, Saeed. They're not in debt to a bank.
It's just more.
They're not in bank. They're not in a bank. It's only because they have one of the biggest stadiums in the world. They do all of these incredible
and their wages are very high.
And their wages are high because that's what they pay. And that actually came from not this Laporta, but the other president. He
and La Liga put a stop to it. They've almost. The problem is with the Premier League is they're kind of understanding how Man United are big, and they've never challenged them, because people always say, how these guys 500 million in debt, and it's still never ever.
It's still Man United takeover. It is still in even if you look through it, every eyes. Should never have been allowed to ever happen.
I know. The way they did it.
And so even the way it is now, it should never be allowed to continue to happen. Where Man United paid 2 billion in interest debts. That is some dope in something going on. Some proper underneath the table things that are going on. Because why wouldn't you pay it all down quickly?
Exactly.
And then why you keep paying it?
And people then say, they take out dividends.
That's bankers.
It helps in the business.
Listen, it's bankers. It's bankers. If they use all these financial instruments, and everybody makes money. You
know what will come then? The crossroads, because there'll be a certain time where Man United, if they're not winning trophies and they're not becoming the biggest club in the world, is it sustainable for a year? Because you're looking at what Barcelona's happened, right? Barcelona, for all we know, they were in the top 3. They're Deloitte world's biggest club in terms of revenue money. They were up there every year. So and then slowly,
they were the first to break the billion.
Exactly. So over the years, it's been a case of Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man United all compete for that top 1, 2, 3. Next thing you know, Barcelona just suddenly kind of declined. And for me, people are saying, well, that could never happen to Man United. You just never know people.
No, listen. And
that's
it could happen, reality. It could happen to more to Manchester United than whatever happened to Barcelona. Because we're in debt still.
Yeah, I know.
We've still got 500. We paid 2 billion down in interest payments.
Yeah. And we're paying a lot of wages now. There's a lot of wages going to people that we never ever thought, you know what I mean?
We still pay like the likes of Phil Jones. The mismanagement is on we can't move players on.
I know.
Because we pay them that much wages that no other clubs are got. They're never gonna. Pereira's never got that type of money you got at United.
Never. And then when you lose them on a free,
get that money.
When you lose them on a free, then you lost that money, haven't you? And it's like, it's a whole lot of trouble, and that could be another.
To me, the Barcelona thing is mainly La Liga getting back at them and and punishing them, and the Spanish clubs. But this will be down to their detriment in the long term, because if they don't get big signings like the Mbappes and these guys, listen, the Messi story. was always going to end in a mess.
Yeah,
anyway.
of course. Yeah,
regardless,
Messi,
it was always, his name's Messi. It was always going to get messy, people. It was always going to get messy. And the COVID just exacerbated it. COVID, Super League.
Because it's better than last year, to be fair.
COVID and Super League. And you know what, in his statement, he was emotional. He kept saying bad things have happened there. When you've been at a club for that long, you wouldn't really harp on. Like, so we don't know exactly what's happened behind the scenes. Yeah, of course, right?
I know.
We don't know. We don't
I think it's, for me, it's bad.
Like
the other
listen,
one.
Of course. Like, and the successives, like, you can still imagine, like, big clubs like that, with even a structure, you can still make mistakes.
Yeah, of course,
right?
Of course.
And COVID has exposed it all, laid it to bear. And I personally think the rest of Spanish football and the Spanish La Liga authorities are punishing them.
Of course, and they've got to start all over again
because they're still in the Super League.
Yeah, exactly.
But Barcelona, don't worry about Barcelona. Look at the trophies they stacked up.
Yeah.
If Man United stacked all that trophy, I'll be like, you know what? 5-10 years in the wilderness. Yeah,
of course.
How many times they won? How many trophies?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
You look at Messi, how many is it? How much
Did you see it, by the way?
You just look at Messi. Have you been successful at Barcelona, lad? Oh, yeah. Come on in.
Open the cabinet.
Listen, open the cabinet. There's not enough big cabinet.
Yeah. They showed it, to be fair, his trophies just by himself. You know what I mean? And it was crazy. But
listen,
we're going to move on to Man United. You know what I mean? Did you watch the pre-season game?
Yeah, I watched the pre-season game. Yeah. But like I said, one thing, I don't read too much into pre-season games. I never go... I don't get... And people are getting giddy. I got the tweet out.
But you know what it was? It was
the Giddy FC to full effect was back, mate.
Yeah. Even for me, I was more kind of surprised at the way I looked at it and I thought, can we get the 3 points here? Because I was like, Everton, man, it's a Premier League game. You know, it felt weird because I thought these guys are playing as if it was 3 points. Someone had to tell them, listen, it's a pre-season game. But what did you make, for me, in terms of the midfield? Are you happy?
The things that I look at in pre-season is the style of play that we're playing, in terms of how the players are how cohesive we look as a team. Yeah. I look at the fitness of the players, and the biggest thing that everybody wishes and prays for is no injuries.
Yeah, of course. We've gone through that.
So for me, even if Man United got beat 3-0, I wouldn't be gun-ho. Like, now, football Twitter is that toxic.
Yeah.
When a team loses, it's like Arteta out, Ole out, all these. It's like, this is a pre-season games. It's just mainly about fitness. The test is to come on Saturday. The real thing is to come on Saturday. Yeah. But I didn't look at it. I thought, obviously, Matic looked good. The balance between him and Donny looked all right.
Was very good.
Listen, it was very good. The ball was moving. Ball was moving. People looked like they had a bit energised. But I'm not going to read too much into it Saturday because it's Everton without any vocal points who had like Damari Gray up front.
What we done though? Did you like the midfield balance in there, Matic and Donny?
No, of course I did. I told you at that Wolves game. I told you they played at Wolves and Ahmad played, and we went to Wolves.
That was like the game
we went to Wolves.
We took them apart.
So for me, the balance in midfield. That's why when people weren't asked about watching the Wolves game last season, I was watching it. I was like, I'm like, oh my God,
we dominated the game.
No McFred. I could watch and enjoy this game of football. So to me, even Mata looked good in that game.
Of course.
So I'm not going to. I know the balance looks totally better. But the thing is Matic got the legs to play games, season out, game in.
What about just Premier League games? If you played Premier League games, that'd be weekly. I'm sure he could do that.
Injuries and all those things come to it. You need to have more balance in midfield. And the other thing is that how do you then integrate Paul Pogba into that? You're going to play him on the left
hand side? You know what, man? I looked at the game, and when he came on, and then Ghana, and I know it's pre-season, I know they just fitted anyone in a shoehorn in, but Paul Pogba, as soon as Ghana came on, right, Pogba on the left. I honestly think right now there's a bit of a conundrum because when Pogba's deep, more or less time, he's ineffective, isn't it? Because of the fact that he's so deep.
Not to be fair, he wasn't. He didn't look fit.
No, he didn't look fit anyway. Yeah, 100%. He kept losing the ball. He kept trying things. That's 100%. But I'm just thinking right now, it's all of a sudden, it's become I'm not saying it's a problem. It's more of a conundrum because conundrum could be a good thing as well because you have more options. My thing is Paul Pogba. You fit him in or you don't fit him in at all. And you have to put him on the left-hand side now because we don't have a left winger now because Sancho will probably play on the right, even though his best position is left. But I guess he'll play on the right. But will he be fit enough for the game against Leeds? I don't think so. I don't think he'll be ready for first game. I don't think Ollie will shoehorn him in.
I don't personally think Paul Pogba can play with Fred or McTominay in midfield.
That's crazy.
But I think he could play with Matic.
I know. But then does he become a bit deeper?
No, I think he could play with Matic because Matic can give him the freedom.
But did you not see the last time? Guess when the last time that happened? The 6-1.
Nah, the 6-1.
No, but I know, but I'm just looking at what Ollie was saying.
Our defence were fighting each other to let Spurs score goals.
Yeah,
right? We were not fit.
No, but I'm just talking about what Ollie would see. No. He would say, "I've tried that before, and it's been a disaster." Because when's the last time we seen Matic and McTominay? Matic and Pogba.
Everton last season. Everton, we played a diamond midfield. It was actually Pogba, Donny.
Donny, yeah. And that's one of the best football we've seen.
Pogba, Donny.
But it's rare though,
Donny, Pogba,
Bruno,
Matic.
Yeah. But it's rare though, Nuruddin.
Listen, at the end of the day, there's certain games where United need to keep under control. To me, Pogba, what he offers on the left when he's fit, he can be brilliant. He can be an outlet. He can keep the ball. He can dribble. He can create. But at times, we're going to need some people with pace to do that.
Yeah.
So it is a conundrum, but it just for me shows the fact that teams target him.
Yeah.
And he needs to play one-touch football in the midfield if Pogba wants to play there. But I don't think he does. I think he does this holding the ball up on purpose so that it looks bad, and then the manager's giving the option going, oh god. Because when you hear Paul Pogba's statement, anytime we talk about Paul Pogba about where you play a position, he's like, I'm better up the pitch.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. But the problem is though, this 4-3-3 though, when I looked at it, when I seen it, in possession, we played 4-3-3. Out of possession, it was a 4-2-3-1. Can you rely, and this is for me a balance, because there was a moment in the game where Matic did get spun. I think there was a moment where Damari Gray.
No, he left him,
He left him dead, yeah. That is a but whether you like it or not,
but Saeed, listen.
That's always going to happen,
No. But if you got a quick centre half,
of course it covers it.
Listen, the gap. So if the Damari Gray has got this much of space, right, this much space running into, right, I know I'm doing it on paper, right, but if your centre halves, this is like a football pitch. If your centre halves are that deep, where Maguire and Lindelof were,
I know,
then there's a massive gap, right?
Of course.
But if they're up the pitch there, as soon as Damari Gray gets past Matic, the centre halves are there. Clean up the ball.
Clean up the ball, But
that's what I'm saying to you.
We have to try that approach. Because you're going to have that in football. You're going to get spun a few times. It's going to
get spun, but when the guy spins you, they should be pressed. They should be pressed, and your centre have to be up the pitch to collect that ball. That ball is the easiest because he's going to overrun it. He's going to overrun it.
That's true. So that midfield, though, if you're looking at Pogba, Bruno,
listen, Matic is not 5 years ago. It's not that. So he's not going to be able to sustain it.
But that's the hope.
And that's the hope. The only things that McTominay apparently is carrying an injury. That's why you've not seen him that much.
He played centre back in the thingy.
Yeah, when he came on, I mean.
The problem is though, I was speaking to Adam. I know, The thing is though, when I looked at in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's reign, he started off with Pogba, Herrera, Matic. Then the next season after that, I'm sure he started with like Pereira, McTominay, and all that little midfield. Then he started to chink it around and whatnot. Then the next season after,
McFred came about because of the disaster, because of the 6-1. Because he literally thought he was going to get sacked.
Basically, of course. And also towards the back end of last season, remember before the lockdown, he started to play McFred. Remember the game against Derby, the game against
he played them because he wanted to freshen things up. But he literally, when we came out of lockdown, the first lockdown, he literally played. It was who played in majority of the games. It was Matic, Pogba, Bruno, 4-3-3. People forget that.
I know.
People forget.
I know.
People forget that.
So why all of a sudden?
And you know what? We played that, and the top three was Greenwood, Rashford, and Martial. We burned them to the ground. To the ground till they get us the last game of the season. We won, and then we went into the Champions League. The season after that, it was that specific game.
Pogba as well wasn't fit. Remember that team?
Listen,
he had COVID. Remember?
So and he came back, but listen, he came back, right? And then Pogba obviously had COVID. He couldn't, but he played him. And Ole Gunnar will come out and say to you, I should not have played him. He said that. I should not have played him. But he played him into the ground and it looked worse. And McFred all of a sudden looked like amazing.
Of course.
At each of their own, they looked good.
I know.
But when both of them are together,
and that is a problem. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has to find that balance because the game's going to be won and lost in midfield. You're looking at everyone's midfield nowadays in Premier League now. Everyone is strong. There's not many teams that have a bad midfield. Yeah, and that's the thing. You know what I mean? And
I come down to it. I've been in a couple of spaces. Shout out spaces on Twitter. People, yeah. Big up to every one of you people in there. I'm interacting.
It's getting heated. Is it getting heated in there?
It's getting toasty.
It's getting toasty, man.
Toasty and tasty. It's a bit tasty. But the biggest thing is that it's really interesting because you can interact with your like rival fans.
Yeah.
And every one of them, I asked them the question, where do you think they're gonna like Chelsea fans are out there? But shout out Imaros. Shout out, bro.
Yeah. Big up to Imaros, man.
Imaros, big up Imaros, man. Big up Mo as well. Mohain. His name. And Osman. No. I can't. You know, I can never pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Liverpool fan anyway, brother. We know you.
Yeah.
But. It's shout them out to every one of them. Shout out to Johnny as well. Johnny's getting death threats, mate. Death threats, how bad it is, but it's just people trying to troll him with death threats anyway. But the biggest thing is for me is like every like Chelsea fans are like we're gonna win the league, or at least we're putting a strong challenge.
Yeah.
City for me, their players will be back. Because like I said to you, I still see Liverpool and Man City because they can go. They've accumulated the points. Over that, nobody else has. Nobody has that. Listen, this is going to be their. Listen, this is going to be their season. It's either they're going to burn out because Klopp has burnt the players out, and there's no.
Robertson was injured yesterday. Yeah. You know, we don't like to see that, but he's injured yesterday.
No. Listen, he'll be back. He's a warrior, that guy, mate. He's some Highlander.
Can we compete with these guys?
He's Highlander warrior.
Can we compete this season?
I'm talking about accumulation of points. Man City. People are saying last night, right?
Yeah.
On one of the spaces, United could have won the league last season. I'm like. You tell me, last time, a team has beat a team that's won 20 games in a row in the Premier League.
Yeah, it's difficult. I'll be honest.
When teams go on that kind of streaks or winning 20 games in a row, how could... Unless you're going 20 games in a row matching
what we did, that was
like, you're not going to win. And Man United will never... They don't have the players and the team and the setup side to go and win 20 games in a row, to go 20 games unbeaten, right? We draw. We had
11 draws.
And the season before that,
we had less losses than Man City.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's what I always say. I'd rather lose than have a draw.
Yeah.
Because to win, I'd rather risk to win. I'd rather risk to win than lose than have a draw.
Yeah. And then accumulate more wins in that time that you've drawn.
There's nothing like, if you're going for league, there's nothing I hate with draws, except for it's acceptable
away from
in big tight games. In big tight games against the big six. Right? So
that's against Crystal Palace and all that, and when we were drawing against West Brom, man. You know what I mean? It was terrible, man. You know, sitting back against Everton on the...
I was there. I was in the stadium with you that season when where we absolutely tore Palace apart. They broke away.
I know.
And they scored.
Van Arnold.
I was there. I was so happy. Do you know why? Because we threw the kitchen sink at them.
Yeah, we went at it, because I remember they had a chance before that, Zaha, and they missed it. And we went on the other end.
And we tried to
pepper them.
We were peppering them. We camped them. They had one breakaway, and in a fluky way, Van Arnold scored.
Yeah, Van Arnold. It went through his legs.
So that's what I'm saying to you. So for me, not getting people like, this. I'm like, no, this is the Man United I want to watch.
Yeah.
I want to see, if we're going to risk it.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Is that what you want to see from Man United this season?
That to me, risk FC, mate. I want to see that. Or else, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the people who back him are not going to be I'm happy with him, trust me. Risk FC has to come back, Saeed. Because that's what Man United are built on. We are risk football.
Yeah.
This DNA, Manchester, is risk football. It's peppering teams.
Yeah, we've got to do that.
If you lose playing that, the whole stadium will be a light cheering.
Listen,
you know what?
For all I know, I'll still be Ollie in, mate.
You know what? We will be unlucky. We will be unlucky, but the cowardice draws is what killed him.
And that's why ultimately, for me, I've just not backed the manager because he's always been risk averse. He's always been that kind of...
No, to be fair, he was before, but... When that 6-1, he got licked 6-1, he literally thought he was getting sacked that time. He wasn't even going to come out. He wasn't even going to make it to the after the game interview.
Yeah.
That's why he was like, man, Fred, we need to find a way. And then we went back to Jose Mourinho.
And that's the only way this season you're going to win the league. Because when you look at it, teams are going to be having chances after chances.
You can't.
With Jack Grealish back, you know what I mean? With Romelu Lukaku, oh my God, mate. Timberland, you know, we talk about Timberland, but he's back, mate. He's come back.
Can we find those boots? Can we find those balls that are back to you away? Man's coming back to Old Trafford to shock me up, mate.
Oh, man,
Trafford and I'm like that. Romelu, I'm sorry, lad. I'll take you out.
Oh my days.
Nah, mate. Chelsea
you know
fans,
what? Yeah.
Chelsea fans, if he flops, I'm coming for every one of you guys. Don't you worry. If Timberland, people are like, nah, I've been on the spaces are like, he's a totally different player. Listen, can he still in Italy? He gets different. Listen, he gets
time on the ball.
Time on the ball.
Yeah.
He's not getting rushed. Premier League ain't Premier League. Ain't nobody no time for that, mate. Ain't nobody got no time for that. So we will see. To me, Tuchel have to set up to play to his strength.
Yeah, it has to.
And everything. You know what? Chelsea already crossed the ball. Chelsea play a very progressive anyway. Like in possession, they're 3-4-3. Out of possession, sometimes they go to 5. You know what I mean? 5-2, 5-2-3. But they attack anyway, so their wing backs will swing the balls in all day to him, crosses.
Yeah.
But if you expect him to hold the ball up for you, he's going to be setting us up, mate.
Now that time, I tell you, people at Crystal Palace, mate.
That ball that he played through, still one of the best passes we've seen in a long time at Old Trafford. But it happened to be our own player passing to the opposition. Anyway,
listen,
you know what? On the whole,
exactly. We don't want to give too much slander here.
Listen, I want to
Trafford's coming soon.
You know what I mean? We're gonna be. Listen, I want to give.
Do you reckon he'll?
I want to give Romelu.
He'll celebrate.
Yeah, are you kidding me? My guy's looking for me.
Durden, where are
you? Know what? Listen, when he bangs the hat trick in, he's gonna be like that. The bike.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know, I remember it was in that barber shop.
He's gonna be doing a bike celebration. Romelu, I welcome that. I want him to do well. Yeah. I believe there's a player in there.
Where's all the balls in that place? Is it
still Mankini away, mate. We're still I'm still getting up that hill, pal.
Sorry, that's him. That's not me, Lukaku, man.
Listen, I'm alright with you. Romelu, my chest is big enough, mate. It's big enough.
You know what it is, yeah? It never worked out, you know. Listen, first season was okay, but
bring it on, mate. Bring it on, Romelu. Oh my God. Bring it on.
You know what, though? Everyone's, you know, Chelsea have got what they want. I think they'll go and get Harry Kane. I just can't see him staying, man. You know what I mean? I just can't see for life of me him staying another season.
We're not even talking about Grealish. We're not talking about because last time it's been done. What? 100 million, mate.
But apparently to Guardiola, it's 40 million because of they've sold a lot of players.
Nah, it's not, mate. No, I'm sorry. No sugarcoating that, mate.
Yeah.
British transfer record. In years to come, they'll be like, the 100 million barrier broken, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Broken.
British record.
British record.
Will come.
No, but no.
Oh,
because it's euros and pounds, mate. Sterling, mate.
Yeah. Sterling costs a lot. But again, what a player that is, man. You know what I mean? City will only strengthen.
Honestly, I'm looking at Bernardo Silva. I'm like, is there a way?
Nah, surely not.
Is there a way? Because you know what? He doesn't play out wide. He can play in the middle.
I know.
He can pick up the ball and he can play in midfield. He's showing
he can be an 8 as well.
He can play as an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, the amount of technique, the amount of play. But Man United will never do it. I would be putting that big banner up, mate. Yeah. Welcome to Manchester, mate.
You know what? Would he ever do that?
We're talking about CDMs, yeah? Guys, there's a player here. I'm telling you to go and check him out. He belongs to City. City want to get rid of him. Heath, to me, is one of the best CDMs in the world.
Who?
His name is Yangal Herrera. He's a Venezuelan footballer. Plays for Granada. He belongs to Man City.
The one that used to play for, the one that played against us.
He was ripping us.
Oh, yeah.
He can do it. He can play as a CDM. He can play as a number 8
as well.
He can play as a number, even as an attacking. He's got a good pass on him. He's got an engine. That guy. That's what I'm saying. I know more than those Muppets and Matt Judge.
Yeah.
And I'll take that. If that kid goes to a big team, he's going to flourish. Watch this space. I said the same thing about Fabinho.
Surely.
I said the same thing about Fabinho. No, they don't want him. You know how much they want him? They want for him apparently 20-odd million.
And United are not after him, mate. You know what I mean? But again, we're not going to buy anyone. I think that's it for us, Norridin. You know what I mean? Barring any kind of outgoings, I don't even see Pereira leaving. Dalot keeping him.
I look at the squad now. This Man United team. They're not for me because other teams have strengthened. And I don't care what anybody says about Liverpool. Liverpool, I understand where people's concerns
But it's the know-how, innit?
Listen, it's the know-how. They've accumulated that amount of points. If these players stay fit, they're going to bang teams, mate. I'm sorry, they will bang teams.
Midfield, though.
Saeed knows that midfield. Fabinho's the best better one of the best.
They've not replaced Wijnaldum. They've not replaced Wijnaldum.
Thiago, they will get. I think they will get.
That's what I'm saying. When they get Saul and maybe a Renato Sanchez, which they're looking at right now, then I can, you know what?
Listen, they still got enough, man. They've got the youngsters. They've got two youngsters that are gonna have to come through the season. Yeah. He already played
Jones
well.
As well.
They did
Curtis Jones.
Yeah, Curtis Jones, and then the other guy. He's been banging in goals for them in the pre-season.
Oh, the kid.
The younger something. Yeah, I know what you mean. I forgot his name, but yeah, he banged in goals in the FA Cup last season.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Listen, they're gonna come in. And I'm telling you now, Jota's still there. People forget. People are sleeping on that. People forget about that.
Second season Jota.
Yeah. Listen. So and Jota was doing bits
till he got injured. Yeah,
till he got injured. So to me, Liverpool, they have a know-how, and they'll listen at the end. We conceded more goals.
I know.
Than them, and they played 5th, 6th choice centre halves.
Yeah, and still.
And then your people are doubting Liverpool. Look at the way. No way. Towards the end, they finished 5 points behind us. Listen, when a team don't know how, and you get their captain back, they get their leaders back at the back.
Do you think Ollie has what it takes to kind of challenge this year? Because I think United fans now, we can't be saying top 4 this and that. We have to challenge. When is it going to break? When we're going to break the dock and say, you know what? You know, the excuses stop now.
Saeed, I'm promising you now, if I thought Man United, people get giddy. Like, Sancho was last season's signing. I'm sorry to say, Varane was the obvious signing for the past 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Like, so where am I supposed to get giddy and think Man United are going to win the league all of a sudden? Man United only win the league when they sort out their midfield balance. When we got the balance, now what we sorted out our centre halves, and Saeed also
sort it out. Who do you mean sort it out?
So Saeed, and then
are you talking to the coaching staff as well?
It's the club, Saeed. It's the club.
No, but it was also the coaching staff.
Saeed, the coaching staff. So for me, Ollie has said he wants to play 4-3-3. We want to see it, right?
Yeah.
All these things, we're gonna see it. We'll see one for Varane. And Saeed, another thing as well. You tell me, the big players, other than in years, have come to the Premier League and settled in straight away. Bruno. Yeah. Bruno was the last one who didn't have any time settling in. He come in straight away, fresh of breath there, came into the team. Sancho and Varane, I think, could struggle. There is a risk that they could struggle to acclimatise to the Premier League side.
Yeah, there's a possibility.
There's a different... But our fans going to be patient. No, they're not. So we're going to get Lindelof and we're going to get McFred in midfield.
Well,
so for me, Manchester United, for me, the biggest thing they had to solve was the defence and the midfield. And we talked about it. We've sat here. You guys watch the other podcast, Straightjacket podcast. We talked about it. Yeah. We said the CDM is a vital. We need to move people on. Pereira's still there. Jones, what's Jones still doing there? Why are these kids not being let alone? Is Dan James look like he's gonna stay now? Are we overloaded? We're always Saeed.
Are we overloaded with quality?
Saeed, we're always overloaded in certain positions and underloaded in certain other positions that we need.
And it's at the end
of the day, likes of Pereira, Jesse Lingard. I'm sorry to say,
but I wish you full recovery, by the way.
Yeah, full recovery to Jesse, man. But him being, if you want to have ambition, Jesse, and you want to go to try to fight for that place for the World Cup squad. A Man United, you're not. And then Ollie comes out and says, "Oh, I might have overplayed Bruno."
Yeah. I know.
You don't say that.
I'm telling you.
It's not just Bruno. You burn everybody out, mate.
Yeah. But it will be similar. I think it will be similar again next season.
That can't happen.
I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, for me, whether we like it or not, doesn't know his best team. It's tinkering around, which fair enough, you do as a manager experiment. But I just look at it and I think, is he got his best 11 in mind? You're looking at that 11 we had yesterday. You know, that looks like it'll start against Leeds, you know. Are you confident for Leeds, by the way? You know what I mean? Bielsa team.
I'm not, you know what? I don't even want to know about their pre-season, how they play. Murder ball. That's all I say is murder ball. Yeah. It could be a bloody murder. It's going to be a murder on that dance floor at Old Trafford.
I've got an unpopular opinion. I think Man United will have a fast start to the season, and I think then the thing for me is I think these results, first 3-4 games, I think will flourish.
Well, it's going to be fantastic because we've not done it in the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, well, there you go. But I think October period, November period is where I worry because then you've got Champions League. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm worried. So I think we'll go to a fast start, and then I think we'll sink.
Listen, put the Champions League aside. Have you seen the fixtures for October, November?
Yeah, I know.
Good night, Vienna.
It's always around my birthday time as well.
Good night. Honestly,
Halloween.
It could be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Or it could be absolutely terrific.
Yeah.
That's when we put the gears on.
Yeah.
It could be Man United putting that gears on,
Yeah.
5th gear.
Yeah, yeah.
Or it could
what
be.
we used to do back in the day. But then again, we used to be slow starts under Fergie. You know what I mean? Everyone forgets that under Fergie was slow start. Then when we're December, November time.
Because there was a culture in the league, yeah. You couldn't lose it. You couldn't lose it, right? You couldn't lose it in the first 20 games or 15 or 16 games. It always used to come down to the faster finish. And that's when United used to... Spring is Man United used to turn it on. They used to turn it on, right?
Yeah.
You know what? At the end of February, get into March, April, May...
Try it, and avoid injuries as well. Yeah, we can't United avoid that.
And sometimes Fergie will try to get the team to peak at the right time, right? So he will send people and get it away or whatever. And Christmas period, hand in the Christmas period. But that football is gone now, mate. Here, it's a straight up from day dot, mate. It's a straight race. Yeah, unless you can put 20 games in a row on beating, winning runs, you ain't gonna do it. And I can't see
do that.
I can't see Chelsea doing that for the life of me. I can't see the only two teams I can see doing that.
Chelsea, you sure?
Listen, I can't see them doing 20 games on winning streak.
I don't know. I think you're
Saeed, man. I'm telling you, get this into your head. It takes time. Tuchel might come second, and then the next season he might go and win it, right? Yeah. That's the difference. But this season, you're telling me, I'll eat my words. I'll eat my words. I'll come on here and apologise to Chelsea Football Club and Chelsea fans.
Yeah, I think you might.
If they go 20 games, on winning streaks, nobody does that. I'm sorry, that nobody does that. The only two teams for me who have the know-how of going there with that amount of points are who?
Liverpool and City. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know what I mean? And
for Man United to break that, they're going to have to play 4-3-3. Varane and Sancho have to fit in perfectly. The coaching staff have to be cohesive. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm listing you the things that have to go well. All his in-game management has to be second to none.
That's the one.
Oh, no big injuries. Not the usual Pogba injury. Like, none of it. All that has to go. We have to be fighting. There's going to be players fighting. You have to compete with managers. All he's going to have to make massive, brave decisions of changing. Yeah. So, you three, play this game. You three are not playing. This other three are coming in hungry, fighting. Everybody fighting.
Do you reckon it's going to be the most competitive season now? Because you look at... whether you like it or not, there's top managers now in the league. Tuchel, Klopp, you know what I mean, Guardiola. You're even looking at the teams in and around the kind of middle area. You know, you still got the likes of... I know Rafa Benitez started off poorly against Everton, but...
So it was not started off poorly. It was a pre-season game.
Well,
without...
Calvin Lewin and all them.
And Richarlison.
Yeah, and Charlie Pickford being agent United, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
I like that, Jordan.
Oh,
big
man.
up Jordan.
When he plays for Everton...
He was like he was throwing them in.
Yeah.
Like, the dive.
Get them in now.
Listen, some of the dives was just like, oh my God.
It was like, get the mistakes out now before the season starts. So
oh my God.
It's about Oli.
Like the Bruno freak. It was a brilliant freak because of the pace.
You see how he dived?
Come on, like, and then the Maguire header, I'm like, and then even then Bergovic came on, and the header below, I'm just like, what the hell is going on, man?
But do you reckon Oli can compete with his managers in terms of now it's not a case of...
It's your squad side. Listen, the midfield is still a problem. Why do we all said we don't want to see McFred? Yeah. Why are we all... To me, what am I dreading the most this season?
Fred.
I don't want to see it. Yeah. You know why? It messes up the whole... I know you people like you go, there's no style of play. No, there is a style of play.
Yeah.
We move the ball quickly, but we play through one player. To me, that's dangerous. Yeah, I will never play through one player.
Yeah.
I like more of a system team than it is individual system that fit in, that gets the best out of certain individuals.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, Bruno, if he can mark out, our game's done. But when Fred and McTominay play, Bruno has to come some deep to pick up the ball, and then then how many people we got up the pitch?
Yeah, true.
And then who do you want in the box?
Yeah. There you go.
But what I'm hoping now that Jadon Sancho has got that type of number 10 creativity, and he wants the ball at every part, every area. He'll take it on the back foot. He'll take it on the front foot.
Have you got similar people in there when you're looking at Martial? Possibly on the verge of leaving.
Listen,
Manchester United might be selling Martial. It's a possibility, it's a possibility.
Well, according to the Daily Mirror, yeah.
Well, according to the Daily Mirror, yeah, exactly. We have to take it with a pinch of salt. But if there is that possibility, how worried would you be? Because Cavani's not getting any younger.
For me, it just shows the fan base, innit? Like the fan base, to me, it's really interesting. The fan base will pick on certain players to take all of their frustration. The 9-year-old system. Yeah. So the scapegoat. Yeah. So Martial is a scapegoat, right? Pogba's always scapegoat, right? Some people now also scapegoat Bruno when we lose. They're like, oh, he's... So the scapegoat FC is all the agenda scapegoat FC. Martial's numbers, in terms of numbers, assists and goals, for the time he's been at Man United, where we've not been a stable club.
I know.
It's been a very unstable thing.
A lot of people don't.
The man scored goals to win us trophies, mate, and people forget that, right? So, or get us into finals, right? Pressured games, right? So, to me, is that these United fans, rather than look at the structure of the football, look at the bankers who run us, question the coaching staff, they want to just take an individual player. And now there's a new one now. That it's a small minority, but the minority are out there in the United fan base. They're so toxic. When Bruno scores, they start having a go at Pogba. They both play.
Pogba,
listen, I just want to remind you guys, they both play in the same team. Just a little reminder.
I know.
They're both
but you know, the bigger picture is...
They both play for Man United, and they both play for the same team.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're on about, guys.
I think that's created by, when you don't win trophies and all that.
Because that's what I'm saying to you. It's easy to scapegoat every player. And that's what I'm saying. People are like, oh, they still took 8 million dividends out the other 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but that whole movement's gone. The other day, by the way, before we wrap up the podcast, I was outside the stadium. Honestly, I'm not even kidding, Glazer out scarf. Did he have in his hand? The club merch. And by the way, I've never ever seen the club merchandise that packed up. There was a queue after the game. There was a massive queue outside. And listen, I'm not against anyone who buys merchandise.
Did you have a word with them, Si?
Huh?
You know
what I mean? I think I might have been pelted. You know what I mean? Where were you, hey? I just want to buy my son a shirt. The thing is, for me, I'm
going there saying don't feed the Glazers. Yeah. Dividends FC is coming to an end.
Looking at you like
I don't care.
The thing is, for me though, I don't want to discourage anyone buying shit, because for me, we've been locked down. Some people, it's helped with their mental health and all that. You know what I mean? It gives people a thinking.
To be fair, I understand that people want to buy shirts, but I want to explain to them that what this money is going to. It's not going to Man United.
Like I said to you, we've got no chance when a guy had a scarf or a Glazer out, and Adam pointed it out to me. I didn't even look at it. And he goes, look over there. I said, no, I see the Glazer outside. I went, yeah, man, good on you. In his hand. Club Megastore written all over it. So that's where we're at, people.
Are you sure he's not returning?
Hey?
You sure he wasn't returning?
No. He was going home. He was going home, mate. He was going
not
home.
returning.
He went down that
social road. He was like, right, I want my money back, those.
Nah, he was like, I'm going down that road, mate, and I'm taking it. So, listen, end of the day, people, it's Glazers out every day on here. You know what I mean? We don't hide it.
Win,
you know what I mean?
Lose, or draw. Club in a mess, or no a mess.
Yeah.
Glazers out, mate.
Glazers out, absolutely. People, that was your Straightjacket podcast. Oh yeah, by the way, give me your prediction for the game. Obviously, we'll talk about the United referee, but give me your... I'm going to go for United to win 2-1. I think it's going to be a very edgy game.
If it's 2-1, that's close, and you know they can just snap it away from you.
I know.
They went and won big stadiums last season, bro.
Yeah, I know.
They can do bits. And you know what? I'm gonna make a prediction. Bielsa's not gonna come as open as he did. When we
No chance. no chance, mate. No
it's
chance.
Gonna be a very tight game, and it's gonna be like one or goals that decide it.
Yeah.
But it depends still, because we know that now Varane's not gonna play, so we'll have Lindelof.
Yeah. Sancho's 50-50. I don't see...
Now Sancho will be on the bench.
He'll be on the bench,
He'll be on the bench. Today he's just training now, as we speak right now. So
yeah,
Sancho has just turned up now to train. It's weird how some of the England players turned up, because it's like Maguire and Shaw come back and play.
Yeah.
Stones and
maybe because Sancho had to sign a contract for them.
I don't know, man. I don't know what it's all about.
Too much politics, man. You don't know.
Like the
player power.
Listen. The guy's already back. You know what I mean? Chelsea players, the England players are already back and playing like pre-season games.
I know.
So I don't know what this is all about. It's not like people are like, oh, he was selling his house. He don't personally have to do it. You got people to go and sell the house.
Yeah, true.
You don't get people. You don't go there yourself.
No. You got players around you.
So listen, you got a whole team. These people forget they got people who help them sort them out. Anything that they sort out. And the Varane thing for me, it just shows you the levels. I genuinely think Man United as a football club didn't realise it was Brexit and that the FIFA, because they would have applied for it earlier.
I know.
So it just shows you
how bad this club is.
This is how bad this club is run.
Yeah.
That has any other team who signed big players from abroad struggled with their visas?
Yeah.
No, they haven't. Why are Man United strong inside?
Well, United have seen it, you know what I mean? It's just, it's another circus.
I don't want to be, I don't want to finish the podcast on a negative note, but it depends. So are we gonna have McFred on against Leeds?
Is it gonna be 11:45? You'll see 11:45, hour before kickoff. You'll see the fate, you know what I mean, where it kind of leads us to, and we'll see where Man United start off to a good well, because we'll be the first game on a Saturday, so we have to start well. If we don't, match of the day could be a bit sticky. It could be a sticky one, eh?
So he loves his match of the day, doesn't he?
Well,
after I watch the game, if I've been to the stadium, I'm like, why am I going to watch match of the day? But well, Saeed there with his cuppa there.
Yeah, man, I love it, man.
Saeed's like, right,
if we lose, though.
Right, Boldis.
No match of the day. No match of the day if we lose, mate. I avoid that.
Saeed's there with a duvet.
Yeah.
You can hear it in the background. Turn that bloody off.
People, we're going to wrap it up there, man. Straightjacket podcast 137. Make sure, again, you smash a like on the video. Let's get 500 likes, people.
People, come on, man.
Yeah, man.
This is the most straight talking as it gets.
Straight talking as it gets, people, man. So make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Subscribe to Real United Therapy. We're going to go live on this channel. Or we would have been live because this will come out at a later time. So make sure you've checked this video out. United Real Therapy. Link is in the title. Subscribe to this channel. Let's get to 5K, people. Make sure you do that. But for now, people, you know what I mean, solidarity with the world right now, you know what I mean, a lot of climate change.
Crisis,
mate.
Man.
It's crazy.
So the Greek people in California, people all over the world, flooding, and it's been fires and flooding.
Yeah. We had a pandemic, but now it's the real pandemic.
Listen,
this is Mother Nature.
And
now,
you know what? And that is not going away. There's no vaccine. You know the only vaccine to us that? Eat the billionaires.
Yep.
Eat the rich.
Yeah.
And we'll start eating the rich people, literally. Then they'll think, oh, damn, we can't destroy the planet.
Yeah.
Because that's what's going on. It's multinational corporations who are destroying the planet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what? There ain't no vaccine against Mother Nature.
No, exactly, people. So make sure you look after Mother Nature.
Everybody, please be aware of what's going on. Don't let this government get away with murder. In terms of, because we could have those floods. It was in London.
I know.
It was flooded in the streets in London.
Yeah, of course.
It can happen. Last time in Manchester, people need to evacuate because why? In Stockport.
Yeah, of course.
The thing was gonna burst.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. So people, make sure.
I'm alright, third floor, mate. Third floor apartment,
No. Guys, like the video.
I don't want to live in a house, hold tight.
Like the video, subscribe to Saeed.
I live in a third floor. Imagine if they come, the water comes and takes me out, mate, underneath.
Oh my God, people. Like the video, subscribe to Saeed TV, and we're up.
Road to 50, people. Come on, smash that like it's Joe Glazer's bald head.
Take care, bye-bye. Peace.